Hi. For once, let me just get straight into it. So yes, another driving lesson. We're still keeping that consistency. Um, well done me. Because yeah, I don't know, my life's been kind of stressful, so I really could have just not gone to driving. But driving is a way of de-stressing and thinking of other things than what's going on in your life, which right now isn't like fantastic. I'm not dying or anything, but it's just not great. But it's fine. So yeah, driving today. You know what the most greatest thing was about actually driving today? I was driving in daylight for at least the first 30 minutes of my driving lesson. You know how great that is? Like that's fantastic. So yeah, that was really good. So yeah, driving in daylight for some parts of it. It was a bit busy today actually. I thought there was a lot of traffic, a lot of stop and starting. I don't know why I always get anxious about stop and starting. Like, ooh, I have to like stop. Maybe I'm always scared of the clutch because I feel like if you put down the clutch in weird places, it actually ends up speeding up the car. So yeah, that was a bit anxiety inducing, but I did everything right. I stopped and started. Um, I want to celebrate that. I think my right turns were better this lesson. I looked in the right places that I should have, which is oncoming traffic and to the road I'm turning, and that means that I didn't get what do you call it? Scolded, yes, scolded for looking the wrong way. So yeah, that was nice. That was good. What else? There's always this one turn to turn into where I live that I always know, like going from Gear 3 to Gear 2, I always know that. Um, so well done to me for nailing it again. And I did my 2 point turn, 3 point turn, and it was fine. I did it once. I didn't even have my driving instructor like tell me what to do. I just did it and it was correct. I think for me, I was just overthinking like when do I turn right? Like it doesn't even fucking matter at the end of the day, like when I turn right. As long as I can get where I need to get to, that's what that matters. So that's what we did, and it was like good. So I really, really hope that I will progress into the other maneuvers because that's what I need like right now in my life to go to and do the other maneuvers because I swear me and 3 point turn were like this now after literally doing it for almost a year. Um yeah, I mean there was just, like sometimes I don't know, like there might be certain actions I'm gonna take. Like for example, this roundabout, right? My driver starts to tell me to go left second exit or something like that. And like I knew I had to go into left turn, which is good for me because I was going into the right lane. I knew that. But to actually execute the action to go into the left lane, I just did not do that. And I ended up going into the right lane and going past this bus. And like my driving instructor was like, yeah, you needed to like hold back so that you could go into the left lane. And my brain just didn't think of that. My brain panicked and it said, I don't know about that, honey. Just stay where you are. So yeah, that happened, and it's just something to sort of reflect on, kind of like, oh, okay, that thing happened. And you just think a bit more, which is hard when your brain doesn't even have that much capacity to think, especially in situations like that. Like, you know, I don't know, like if you know PlayStation, they come with memory cards and it's like 4 MB. That's what my brain is like. But people are trying to think I'm a solid state drive of 1 TB. It's just not. It's not happening. Okay, but I need it to happen somehow. Maybe that space needs to expand. I don't know, so that I can actually make decisions like that when driving. But to be honest, like rather than me try and move off with the left on safely, it's just better to stay in my lane. So that's for the best really. And I was just maybe just me being a bit more aware about signs. Like I feel like I process them kind of slowly. Like I'm like, oh yes, there's a sign, temporary traffic light. Let's stop here. Oh, I need to keep to the left. Oh yes, didn't see that one. So I just think I need to be a bit more like careful about that. But another good thing to celebrate is that I did, or like all the roundabouts, I didn't feel too anxious about it. Like I was like, oh my god, like, and one time my driver sort of left it to me. He's like, okay, so you've got like the right signal on. What are you gonna do now that you're exiting the roundabout? And I wanted to go left, but I actually just turned off the signal. But I was like, you knew my intentions, but obviously the drivers around me did not. But it's sometimes it's about the concept of the action. Like this is what you're gonna do. Like sometimes it's really like about that. So um yeah, so yeah, all in all, it was a good driving lesson. Just some things to improve, and I also looked at the dashboard less. I really tried to just start the car and prepare the car without looking at the dashboard, because sometimes it's safe to me to do that just to make sure I'm on the poundness of a fit coin. But I think I've definitely gotten better at getting to that point. But I just need to like self-efficacy and all that. So yeah, this driving lesson was pretty decent. If I'd say I'll just keep up the consistency and keep taking those corrections, and just really looking at my mistakes and trying to learn from them. It might take me a little while than other people, but regardless, still learning and still trying. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's it for me this week. I hope you have a good Friday, a good weekend, and any driving lessons you do, I hope they go great. And yes, take care, everyone. Bye.